natural cal plaster needs another coat. You can see here where we've had discoloration come through from the rain on the other side, going through the soil. So another coat going on now. Bit precarious, the top of the ladder. Not my best place, but there you go. Let's watch this space.
And it's a different mixture completely this time. Normally we use a mixture of 3 parts sand to 1 part cal. This one should be a smoother finish of 2 parts sand to 1 part cal. Well, that's the current state of play, and it's a lot better. The boss is now sponging down to lose all the sharp edges, to make it all nice and neat. And very, very, very happy with the finish. This will be, I'm showing them a little bit more for all these sharp edges from putting it on. Day 2, after giving the second coat of lime plaster, this is what we've got, and it has been sponged down and it looks kind of awesome. Really, really nice flowing shapes, and all the sharp edges of the rock have been removed visually. And there's the boss doing a bit more, and there's only this small section here left to do, and that's it. Meanwhile, I'm on with my project, which is water tightness testing of the aquarium. And the sump is watertight, no leaks, and the pipe work is also okay. And we've put in some water to make sure there's no cracks underneath, so we're checking for leaks there. And then gradually we'll put more water in. There's still some coralline algae that needs scraping off, so we've got a nice clean tank for starting again. And yeah, so once we've filled it with water and it's been stable for a week without any negatives, then the water will be drained out. Bit of a waste of water, but we do have a well to put it into. And then we'll start with the addition of more water and salt.
Well, instead of enjoying the lovely rainy weather from inside the cave, doing nothing other than flicking through the internet, we decided that we'd take a trip to the local fish store, which is a few miles away and takes about half an hour to get to it. They're very good. They're a supplier to other businesses, but they do allow customers to go in. So we bought 25 kilos of marine salt, and Lillian decided that it was a really good idea for us to have a look at what corals I had in stock. Well, she bought 2, and luckily we have a nano tank already set up with salt water, 2 small clownfish and an anemone, a little hermit crab. So we got him some friends. We already had the rocks and the sand, which we brought with us from the previous setup of the big tank. So that was all cleaned and then left in the garden for quite a few weeks to bake in the summer sun, and then cleaned again and then put back into storage. And then once again it was all cleaned again to remove any dust before being placed into the tank. As you can see, the water is incredibly cloudy. It should take a few days to settle down, and then we'll see where we go from there. We added some ammonia and then a beneficial bacteria solution left it a couple of days and checked for nitrites, and we had a positive reading, which means the bacteria is working, and let the cycle begin.
Okay, hi everyone. Sorry I'm wearing a mask. I just wanted to show everyone our oldest olive tree. Now, that's our property behind us, and I've got to head down this road. So technically I'm not on my property, even though I'm heading to my property, and as Spanish law decrees at the moment, I have to wear a mask if I'm out in public. Doesn't matter if I'm in a little lane like this in the middle of Nowheresville. I have to wear a mask until I am on my land, and this road is not my land. Won't be long. Here we go. So we've just walked down from the gate over there. This field behind me is ours. So is this little triangle here of land. And this is our beautiful, really old olive tree. The others are all quite young by comparison. And I'm down here, sorry, jiggling the camera a wee bit, to pick some of these beauties. Get them brining and we'll have them ready in no time at all. So as I said, beautiful old tree at the end of our land here. I can see better what I'm videoing now. And there's some beauties on there. So I brought my trusty bucket, washing bucket, and I invested in one of these. No idea what it's for. It's from the Chinese shop. It cost me £2. And what I do is I use this. Takes the olives off, leaves the leaves behind, and hopefully not necessarily fill the bucket, because I think I've got that many containers to brine in, but we'll see what we can get.
Okay, so she's been down and done the oldest olive tree, and now having a go at the youngest olive tree, and the olives are coming off an absolute treat and all over the floor.
Luckily, got that many, it doesn't matter, we've got nothing to lose.
No, and luckily Loki doesn't like them. Now he loves almonds, but not olives.
Okay, so I'm back at the outdoor kitchen now. I have a bucket of some olives. I haven't picked them all, I've got to go and do some more. This is just to give you an idea of what happens. I'll now wash these. Once they're washed, I take each olive, slice it just to open. It then goes into something. I've got jars and I put salty water in them. They're brined. I change the brine every 2 days for the first 2 weeks, and then last year I just abandoned them. I picked them a bit later in the year. Around Christmas time I abandoned them. In May they were delicious. May, took them out of the briny water, stored them in olive oil with whatever herbs you like, and we're still eating them now. That's how I do it.
Thank you for watching Tales from the Caveside. Please like and subscribe. Also, feel free to comment or ask us any questions. That way we'll know if there's anybody out there.